Hey there! Welcome to the first installment of the Anonymous Halloween tutorials. First project we're going to be covering, this awesome pair of jack-o'-lantern earrings with glow-in-the-dark eyes. Yes, I'm going to show you how to make it. It's quick, it's easy, it's a whole hell of a lot of fun. Yeah, let's get to it. Huh?
And here we've got the placemat with wax paper wax side up, hands are dry and clean, and let's get going. Alright, here we've got the bright orange modeling clay. You'll notice it's quite easy for modeling clay to stay in your fingers, so just be careful when moving from dark colors to light colors because you don't want to dirty up the colors. So what I'm doing here is I'm just softening up the modeling clay, picked up a few bits there. It's important to note that with some clays you have to work them quite a bit to make it easier to shape, otherwise you end up with, that sort of rough edging, which is great if you're making food like things, but yeah, that doesn't suit this project. So see, there's that staining. I'm splitting it into two little round balls because we're obviously making a pair of earrings. So here we go, there's some doming. Now remember they're pumpkins, so you don't have to whip out any fancy tools. It's kind of geo-domed. Yeah, you figure it out from there. Cool. Alright, this dude is, I call it like a jeweler's dapping tool. I believe it's a dotting tool, but anyway, used in scrapbooking. Push it into the clay, make circular movements, and there you go. You've got some eye sockets happening there. You can make them same sizes, different sizes, it's up to you. This is a bloody freaking sharp hobby knife or utility knife. I cut myself in this video while trying to show you just how sharp it is, so please handle with care. We're going to use some movie magic here just to speed it up, but basically we're just making slight incisions into the clay, not going all the way to the bottom. This little dude over here is a wooden cuticle pusher. I'm not so fancy that I use one myself for anything other than this, but what we're going to do is we're going to push it into the incisions or the grooves, and we're going to bevel the edges. Now the idea of this is to obviously make the cuts look a bit smoother and to make him look a bit less like a bright orange Cthulhu and to, help it along to its pumpkinness. Okay, so we're, like I said, we're beveling both sides of each incision, just tidying him up, and yes, hello Cthulhu, how you doing? Yes, you're starting to resemble a pumpkin. Alright, back to the hobby knife, again handle with care. We're using some more rough, jagged sort of cuts here because we want it to look like a mouth that's been cut into a freaking pumpkin. Yeah? Alright, cool. Looking good, just tidying up some edges there. The messier the better really when it comes to the incisions because it'll just add to the expression of the pumpkin. Alright, here we're back to the cuticle pusher. I've been doing some pushing and rounding. Same sort of thing you were doing for the features of the pumpkin. We're just beveling the edges. This helps to also widen his mouth, which makes it look all the more spooky. Alright, cool. Yeah, this pumpkin is really taking shape. Yeah, what do you think? Swish. Alright, stained fingers. I'm gonna wash it. I'll be right back with the back. And I'm back! Alright, cool. See, clean hands. Now we're gonna be doing the glow-in-the-dark clay for his eyes. Okay. Pretty simple thing that we're going to be doing here to shape it. It'll remind you of kindergarten and the good old days when life made sense. It's pull, split, roll. Okay, rolling up little balls. See, there we go. And we're going to be placing them in the sockets. You can either leave them as is and then put a bead as a pupil, or you can do what I'm doing, which is just to smoosh them back into the sockets. Hey, isn't that a lovely word? Smoosh. Okay, there we go. I'm just rubbing the little guy down now to get rid of any fingerprinting because it doesn't really look so cool. Needle, we're going to use this to make a little bit of a hole into the pumpkin. We're going to use this for a later stage for an eye pin. You'll see exactly what I mean just now. Just tidy him up, shape him back. These guys have been baked for 10 minutes at 110 degrees Celsius. There we've got the holes. This is the eye pin, a bit long. What we're going to do is we're going to cut him down to size. Okay. We're also just going to do a quick check to see if it's down to the right length, but yes, I'm good at guesstimating around about now. And what do you know? Perfect fit. Alright, so we're going to super glue the, me and super glue. The amount of super glue I go through in a year, yeah, anyway. Alright, just going to try to open the lid up again, super glue it again. And yeah, let's push the little eye pin fragment or piece in, and yeah, okay, that's looking great. It's sitting nicely. I'm happy with that. I'm going to show you quickly how to shape the remainder of the eye pin, because that's the great thing about beading, is nothing really goes to waste. So you're just going to fold the wire around the head of your round nose pliers. There you go. We're aiming ideally for a question mark shape, you know, like the top of a question mark. So we pull it back a bit at the back of the loop and forward again to bring the curl in. And there we go, we've got an eye pin. Cut them down to size again. The lovely thing about beading is you can do so many things with all your fingers at the same time. It's awesome. Hey, even your man's going to be proud. Yeah, yeah. Alright, there we go. Second eye pin inserted. Cool. Don't you feel a bit like a surgeon now? You've been doing incisions and insertions. And alright, cool. Let the super glue set. And let's give it a bit of a test. Bit of a pull. Yeah, cool. Alright, it's really in there. That's great. Now we're going to attach the pumpkin to, this is called a shepherd's hook. The specific shape that goes in your ear is called a shepherd's hook. I'm sure you can guess why. Maybe had a little lamb. Okay, so we're going to open up this little hook over here. We're going to use a technique similar to what one does when opening jump rings, which is to essentially pull the ends away from each other. Alright, see, that end's open. Now you're going to have to do a bit of balancing because there's a little bead at the bottom which can get in the way, so it's best to rather hold a little bit further up on the shepherd's hook and to sort of angle it downwards. And we're going to slide this guy on, and there you go. Okay, we're almost there, guys, we're almost there. Woohoo! You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And let me try to get my camera angle right here because this is a bit finicky. See, the earring is on the shepherd's hook, and we're just going to close the link now. See, it takes a bit of tweaking, and close, and voilà, très magnifique.
Alright, cool guys, that's all we have time for in this episode. If you haven't otherwise done so, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had as much fun watching as I had making this. Please feel free to leave any comments, questions, queries below, and I'll get to them as quickly as I can, as efficiently as I can. And if you've got a rad idea of something I could make, drop a comment. Let me know. I want to hear from you. Please let me know what you want. Anyway, see you soon. Next tutorial coming up.